Welcome once again to Exam Study Hacks. In this lesson, we'll be looking at statistics, and our emphasis will be on stem and leaf diagrams. This is a topic you always come across in your lower Cambridge checkpoint, and as well as in your IGCSE examinations. And our lesson objective will be to be able to construct a stem and leaf diagram and use it to find the median and range, and as well as mode in a group set of data. And we're also going to look at how to draw stem and leaf diagram. Then we'll be using it to go through trees of data in turn and put the remaining digit in the proper row. So these are the things we will be doing, and one of the key things you must learn how to work with is how to add a key to your stem and leaf. So let's quickly solve an example to really help you understand what I'm saying. So we'll be representing this using stem and leaf diagram, and I want you to take a very close look to the data set you see here. Then you're going to identify the smallest number here and the largest number. So let's proceed. Now we're going to write the 10 figures in the left hand column of a diagram, and that will represent the stems. Let's look at it again. We'll be writing what? We're going to write the 10s figures. Like here we have 63. The 10 here is 6. Here we have 58. The 10 is 5. I'm sure you understand how to work with your 10s and your 1s. So we can see these are 2-digit numbers. The first from the left is always your what? Your 10. This is 63. So that is 6 and 3. So they still represent your 10s. So we go this way. We're going to drop our stem. And this is the stem. Then here we're going to number it 4, 5, starting from the top to the bottom. So our tree grows bigger at the bottom. The tree grows bigger at the bottom. Just like when you see a tree, you can see that the stem is always bigger, starting from the what? From the root or from the ground. So you're going to see this is 8, 7, 6, 5, 4 in that order if we have more numbers. Now we're going to put our leaves. We're going to put the leaf. So go to the marks in turn and put in the unit figure of each mark in the proper row. These are the leaves. So all the unit numbers will represent the leaf. So let's look at the first one, 63. We have picked 63. Why is 63 coming first? I'm going to first of all check all the numbers under 6. So because I have to be sure that I'm going to arrange starting from the smallest. So if I have 6 and I'm putting 3 here, so this is 58. I will go in that order, and this is it. I don't know that I'm going to have this, but it's actually ideal I arrange from the smallest to the biggest. This is what I just have now. I've been able to represent all the numbers using this stem and leaf. So here I have 0479, here 829479 and 7. It's ideal I arrange this in alphabetical order. Let's go back. Here you can see that it is not really arranged, but at least I've been able to represent each leaf by the given stem. Like under 6 we have 63, we have 61, we have 65, 69, and do we have any other 6? 68 and 68, another 68. So I'm going to represent all that under the word, the stem of 6. Then let's look at the stem of 8. So I'm going to look at all the numbers in 80s. Here I have 80, I have 81, and I have another 81. So I'm going to write it this way. But I am not going to leave this way, because if I leave it this way, I will get into trouble if I want to solve some problems. If I want to solve, maybe I want to calculate median or range. The range will be easier, but with median I will get into trouble. So because of that, I'm going to arrange this in order for each stem. I'm going to arrange the leaf in order, starting from the smallest to the biggest. So if I do that, then this is what we are going to have. So we are going to write the diagram so that the units figure in each row are in order. So now you can see 0, 4, 7, 9, 2, 3, 5, 7, and in that order you can see that this is properly arranged now. Now we need to introduce a key. The key is what any reader will be able to use to interpret this data. The key is what I'm going to use. So watch now. If I write 5/2, this represents the stem, this represents the leaf, and the meaning of this will be 52. So meaning if I have 4 and 0, that will be 40, then 4 and 4 will be 44, 4, 7 will be 47, 4, 9 will be 49. So this will help any reader to be able to interpret this diagram. Now you're going to remember that you have to always put your word key, then always put your data in order. These are the key things you have to understand when you want to plot your stem and tree diagram, or even when you want to interpret another person's stem and leaf diagram. These are the things that will guide you. Then median. So to work out the median, you must find the middle value. I will show you how that works. Then if there are two middle values, you need the average. When you're going to add up the two middle values and divide by 2. Then how do you calculate your range? To work out the range, subtract the smallest number from the biggest number. Why the mode will be the data set that has at the most or the data set that appears mostly in the set of data. Now let's look at this. We say the stem and leaf diagram below shows the masses in key of some people in a lift. How many people were weighed? What is the range of the masses? Find the median mass, then find the modal mass. So how many people were weighed? So how are we going to get the number of people that were weighed here? Now we already have the stem and this is the leaf. So we will only be guided by the leaf. It is the leaf that will tell us the number of persons that were weighed and not the stem. It is the leaf. So let's count the leaves we have here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. So there are 16 of them. So 16 people were weighed. It's just that simple. Now, what is the range of the masses? What do you understand by range? Range is always the biggest minus the what? The smallest. So here the stem and the leaf will be very important to us. So for us to get the smallest, we are going to go to the smallest stem, which is 3, followed by the first leaf, and that will be 31. So 31 will be the what? The smallest number here. And we go to the biggest stem, which is 8, with the biggest leaf, and that will be what? 86. So if we want to get the range, we're going to say, because this is going to be 86, we're going to have 86. We're going to have 86 minus 31. And if you do that, what are you going to have? You're going to have your 5 here. You're going to have 5 here. And that will be what? 55. So that will be 55. So it's going to be 55 kilograms. Now let's quickly find the median. So how are we going to find the median of this data set? So we know that altogether we have 16. There are 16 of it. So meaning we are actually going to have two numbers. Since it is even data, with odd data set, we're going to have just one at the middle. But this is an even data set, so we're going to have two numbers at the middle. So what is half of 16? Half of 16 is actually 8. So let's say we're going to count from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then this is the 8 data here, or 8 number here. So if we count from here, also we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So these two numbers will be at the middle. we're going to have 4 and 8 at the middle. But remember that this 4 represents what? This is, the stem is what? 5. So that is 54. So that will be 54. That will be 54. And this is also under the stem of 5, 58. So if we put it together now, we are going to have this also. We're going to have this also. So we're going to add them up and divide by 2. And this will give us 12. So we carry 1. This to the side. We're going to have 6. And 6 plus 11. This, this 10 and 11. So we're going to have 1 what? 2. Here 4 plus 8, which will give us 12. Remove 1 here. And altogether we're going to have 11. So we're going to divide this 11 by 2. Divide 11 by 2 now. What are we going to have? We're going to have 5 and 6. So this should be our median, 56. This is going to be the median. So 56 kilogram will be our median. Now we go to the last one. Find the modal mass. The modal mass will definitely be the one that appears most. Let's see if there's a number that, or do we have bimodal? Which one appears mostly here? Here we have 72, 72. Here we have 43, 43. And so this is bimodal. This is bimodal because we have 72, 72. Then we have 43, 43. So this is a bimodal what data set. So this thing, this particular data has 2 modes. That is 43 and what? And 72. But in most cases, you will not really be given this kind of question where you're going to have 2 modes. But even if it does happen, just know that it is possible for a group of data set like this to have 2 modes, and we call it bimodal. There are 2 modes. So don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more exam related topics, and also write at the comment section maybe any topic that you feel we should look at together. Just write on the comment section, then don't forget to share with your friends.